All set to run. Gates open, off and racing. Lane wasted, no time with Street Parade. Big Screen takes him on though and will quickly cruise to the front. Flying Missile was away Will. Corn Cob is driving forward. Cobb & Co handy to the speed, then Brooklyn Pier. It's over on the outside of Titan Blinders. Back near the rail is Upper Limits. Followed further back in the field a Cold Chisel. Weapon Sun, Magnificent Andy, top of the pops, and last of all is Vast Art. Nearing the 900 as they hike down the riverside of the track. Big Screen led. Corn and Cobb goes up now on the outside. A length and a half further back behind them to Cobb & Co. Street Parade beautifully placed over on the fence. 3/4 of a length away the stablemates. Brooklyn Pier pulling his way around the outside in front of Flying Missile. Back on the inside is Upper Limits as they'd left the 600 metre mark behind them and approached the home turn. Cold Chisel going up next of all. Followed further back by the top weight Magnificent Andy. Titan Blinders in the middle. Weapon Sun down near the rail. Vast Art and top of the pops as they'd set sail for home. Big Scream was the first to see the judge. Snuck away from Corn Cob. Brooklyn Pier. Down the outside is Cold Chisel letting loose. Street Parade is hunting for a rails run, then Magnificent Andy. Cold Chisel on the outside reaches the lead. Brooklyn Pier gets through. Magnificent Andy is coming. Vast Art, Magnificent Andy, Upper Limits. Ollie's done it again. Magnificent Andy with Magnificent Ollie. Got home from Cold Chisel. Upper Limits between them, but did not get a lot of room in the final 50. Big Screen is near the rail. Brooklyn Pier. Followed then further back Vast Art, Corn Cob. Next home behind them Weapon Sun. Further back, Cobb & Co, Flying Missile. Street Parade didn't get the journey. Titan Blinders and top of the pops.
Magnificent Damien is putting on a show here in his hometown. Perth are loving this. I hope Damien's loving it just as much. Sweeping home down the outside on number 1, Magnificent Andy, in his second last ride. His third last ride was a win on Divine Belief. His second last ride, a win on Magnificent Andy. We've got one to go. What can he do on Munamek in the Damien Oliver Gold Rush? Now, when he came back in the previous race, they were just warming up. No. Wait till he comes back now.
Watching this head on here, I think Chrissy Parnham on Upper Limits gets a big squeeze from Ollie in the last 50 metres, but he probably walks into the steward's room and says, I'll plead guilty. Give us some time.
I imagine if he comes out and rides this last winner, it'll clean the bookies' bags out. Because they'd be happy to blame at the unders because there's a chance it was an $8 or $9 chance. He could start 4-1 the way things are going here late in the day.
Look at Ollie. Corey Brown's here. He's been here for a few days. You've spent a bit of time with Ollie. You've done a long interview which will be aired later in the week. What do you say?
That was just unbelievable. I've got a lump in my throat. You know, he's one of our best riders. He'll definitely go down as the GOAT. But to see what I've just witnessed there now is absolutely outstanding.
The numbers are going up. Number 1, Magnificent Andy is first. Number 11 is second, Cold Chisel. And number 13 is third, and that is Upper Limits. Let's hear from the winning trainer, Stephen Miller, who ran second to Ollie when Ollie rode his first winner back in 1988, 35 years ago.
He certainly did, and S joins me now. S, Greg was just talking about the time that you ran second in Ollie's first ever ride. It's a full circle moment. How does that feel?
Mate, probably one of my best days on the racetrack.
You were really good mates with Jason. You're obviously great mates with Ollie as well. How special is this for you?
Yeah, words can't describe it. I've known him since, for 40 years, and we sort of grew up together, and he's, at times he's rang me up and we sort of keep in contact. When he's going bad, he'll sort of ring me up and ask me a couple of things, and, mate, he's a jet. Yeah, he's a jet.
It was evident he had a lap full of horse underneath him at the 300 metre mark. What were you thinking in the concluding stages? He got really busy. We couldn't hear the roar, but I suspect it was there.
Yeah, I think I might have tipped it to one of the media blokes there somewhere. Look, mate, it's probably, it could be history. Today, it could be history. It could be his last winner, and if it is to do it with him, I want him to win the next race, but to do it with him would be fantastic.
Congratulations, S. What a great result.
Ta.
Imagine that story if that was to be his last. Stephen Miller runs second to him in a race at Bunbury in 88. He provides a winner as a trainer to give Ollie maybe his second last winner. The local boy who they love. And this is going to be a massive build-up now to the last. He was struggling a bit earlier in the day. He was on a few chances and it just didn't fall into place, all given perfect rides. But here he comes. It's a wave. It's a wave. Divine Belief, Magnificent Andy and Munamek to come. And I think if anyone deserves a drink of water, it's D. Oliver right at this moment.
We'll let Ollie have a nice, well-rewarded drink there, Ollie. 61.5 kilos. Let's start with the horse before we get on to you. Magnificent Andy. SJ Miller's done a super job to get him home today.
Yeah, it's great to get a winner for SJ. He said he wanted to get me one, and it was good to get it for him. The horse did a good job. I was left a little bit flat-footed with the big weight at the top of the straight, but geez, he was tough late. It was a great effort.
Now, as I'm told, you actually owe S1 because you rode your first winner and SJ Miller was the jockey that ran second.
That's right. Yeah, we go back a long way, and he's a great fella, great horseman, and wonderful to get a winner for him.
Now, we talked about the crowd before, but also today you've got Mum's on course, Trish's on course, kids are on course. It's everything you could have wanted for a fairy tale farewell.
Yeah, it's great, and the crowd has just been amazing, really getting behind us. It's like coming back to a Group 1 winner. It's just fantastic.
Now, the obvious question, Munamek, what do we expect from him?
I think he's going to run well. We'll need a bit going away from the draw, but if he gets the breaks, he's going to be thereabouts.
Do you ever think you'd see the day where they'd be selling Swan Draft stubbies with your face on them?
No.
800 of them sold within about 25 minutes. It's just a show of how much people love and respect you, Ollie. Go get him in the last.
Thank you.
Damien Oliver, the cheers are going to continue. That is win number 3,188. And counting. One to go. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.